Some Republican lawmakers are urging the Trump administration to eliminate 9 national monuments and shrink 14 others across the country. In a letter to Interior Secretary Ryan Zinke, the lawmakers say the law allowing presidents to create national monuments from federal lands originated with good intentions, but it has transformed into a tyrannical tool presidents have manipulated to exercise unfettered land grabs to the detriment of state and local interests. Senator Maria Cantwell is a Democrat from Washington State, and she's against this measure. Senator, Republican lawmakers, well, first of all, we should back up and say a lot of people don't realize that vast stretches of the American West are federally controlled. And what many Republican lawmakers want is for that land to be turned back over to states or to private interests. Your response to that desire?
Well, listen, the letter you just wrote, those are fighting words. And I guarantee you, if Teddy Roosevelt was here, he would be fighting back. He used things like the Antiquities Act to set up what would then to become the Grand Canyon or other monuments in our country. 800,000 acres, maybe more. So the notion that a president hasn't had the right to make these designations is just flat wrong. They have made them. George Bush made them. President Obama made them, other presidents have made them, and because of them, we have these treasured outdoor spaces that are part of a huge economy and a valued possession for the American taxpayer and the American public to go and enjoy.
There's no doubt that public parks and federal monuments are, by and large, popular with the American people. Poll after poll shows that they are, but at what point is the federal control of these lands just too much? Several of the monuments are in Nevada, for example. Nevada is 70, 80, or 90% federally controlled. I mean, it is mostly a federal state. Isn't that too much?
I think what we're talking about is whether you follow the law and follow the process. And I know that maybe the president wishes to not be like Teddy Roosevelt. I know that there are sportsmen's groups who are rethinking their support for Secretary Zinke because they are against this approach. They don't believe that you can use the Antiquities Act in reverse. That's what most legal scholars say. So this is a very wrong-headed approach.
So take me into the future a little bit. What do you think is going to happen? How does this play out?
Well, we'll see what Secretary Zinke does recommend to the president. We think, as I said, that it's not a lawful path. All of these projects were set up and had a very formal review and input by the public before any kind of decision was made. When we've had votes here in the Senate, some of our colleagues trying to get rid of this law or roll these things back, they have failed to get the necessary votes. So my guess is the president will be challenged in court, and hopefully we'll be able to continue to protect this open space that everybody in the public, so especially our veterans, enjoy coming back to and participating in the outdoor events and fishing and hunting and the things that they so much enjoy about our great nation.
Senator, do you get the impression that the desire to roll back these monuments is about development, business, mining, other efforts, logging?
I'm not sure if it's a specific interest or if it is about mining or oil and gas production, but I know that the designations themselves went through very, very, very detailed review. They had to have comments from the public and input, and so it's just not one of these things that is done very often, and they are always very, very special and unique circumstances that make the designation, like the Grand Canyon. So all of these places are just special to us as a nation. We hold them dear now. I could go back and give you the same kind of quotes when the designations to preserve the Grand Canyon were made. The same kind of uproar, the same kind of frustration, the same, oh, it's too much. And now just think about how many Americans have enjoyed that beautiful part of our country.
And of course, there's also the question of if these are turned back over to the state, does the state have the resources to maintain them? Senator Maria Cantwell of Washington State. Senator, thank you very much.
Thank you.